Welcome, boys and girls, to Chapter 10, Lesson 7, Multiplying Mixed Numbers. Now, what I'm going to do with this lesson is I think there's way too much in it for one video. So I'm going to split this into two lessons. So this will be part A of Lesson 7, and then a separate video will be part B. In part A, we will learn how to multiply mixed numbers using an area model, because it's tricky. I have made you an extensive note on this skill, step by step, so that you will understand. The first thing you need to know, regardless of the method, whether you're using an area model or the algorithm, is with multiplying mixed numbers, you cannot separate the whole number from the fraction like we did with addition and subtraction. You cannot do that. And the reason you can't do that is there's this itty bitty little part with multiplying that doesn't get multiplied, and you will get the wrong answer. So you have to deal with the mixed numbers all together and not split apart like with addition and subtraction. So the first thing that you do is you round your fractions to the nearest whole number. Now our example today is going to be the same one you're seeing in your note, is 1 1/2 times 2 3/4. So you would never multiply 1 times 2 and then 1/2 times 3/4 and add them to, no, it does not work. You will get the wrong answer. So the first thing you do is you round up to the nearest whole number. So 1 1/2 would round up to 2. 2 3/4 would round up to 3. Then you use your area model, or if they've already drawn one for you, use this to actually see which fraction, which mixed number is going where. So you're either going to observe what's drawn, or you're going to, if you're drawing for yourself, you draw the area model as if it was a whole number question. So in this case, this is a little shorter, so I'm going to make that into my 2. See, 1, 2. And then I'm going to do 3 the opposite way. 1, 2, 3. So 3 is along here, 2 is along here. So far, so good. Then we go back to our fractions, our mixed numbers, and we draw in our mixed numbers using a dotted line. So instead of 2, it isn't really 2, it's 1 1/2. So I'm going to draw in my half here. It's hard to draw straight, but you get my idea. Here's 1, and I'm going to label them 1 1/2. Okay? Next, I'm going to draw in with a dotted line 2 3/4. So 1, 2, and you can draw it from the top or the bottom, it doesn't matter. I'll draw it from the top this time. 1, 2 3/4, that's almost. And if I label it, I have 1, 2 3/4. So far, so good. Now, just like we did when we were multiplying with whole numbers, we multiply to get the area of each little part. So this would be, and I'm going to do this in black. Where to put my black? Hold for 1. Okay, I'm back. So here, 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 3/4 is 3/4. 1 times 1/2 is 1/2. 1 times 1/2 is still 1/2. 3/4 times 1/2. Now, just FYI, this is the little bit that you miss when you separate the whole numbers and the fractions. So if we do that, we have 3/8. Okay, so these are actually partial products. So the next thing we do to get our whole product is to add up our partial products. So I take from each square my partial product, which is 1, and I like to, when I'm doing my adding, I start at the top and I go down, and then I start at the top and I go down. So if you're trying to follow along with my notes and my lessons and whatnot, that's what I do. It's not like the only way to do it, it's just what I do. So we have 1 plus 1 plus 3/4 plus 1/2 plus 1/2 plus 3/8. And we got to add that up. So when you're adding it up, look for easy ways, like add your whole numbers together first. So I've got 2 plus, and see this 1/2 and 1/2? That'll give me another whole number. Plus 1 plus 3/4 plus 3/8. You follow me? So 2 plus 1 is 3. And now, I need a common denominator. So I'm going to use the easy way to modify 3/4 and rename it to 6/8. Oh, no. I already did that. Plus 3/8. And now that I have a common denominator, I can just add the numerators. So that gives me 3 and 9/8, which if I divide 8 into 9, it goes in once with 1 left over. So it's 3 plus 1 plus 1/8 gives me my final product of 4 and 1/8. Boom. What a lot of work. Which is why your assignment today is on page 747 of your second My Math book. And I would like for you to do questions 11, 12, and 13 down there at the bottom. Leave the other stuff. I'm not gonna make you do area models for all that. You would lose your mind, and so would I. So we're just gonna do 3 practice questions. They've already drawn the rectangles for you. So your first step is to round your mixed numbers up to the nearest whole number and then look at your model and see where they've done that. See where each one goes with the whole numbers, okay? If you have any questions about that, please feel free to email me or we will discuss them in class. In the next video, I'm going to show you the normal way, because your parents are going to look at this and go, what are you doing? I don't even know. That's not how you do it. And you can just say, I know, relax. She's going to teach us your way in the next lesson, but you kind of got to know this in case we have our testing this year or next year. I will see you next time. Bye now.